This is the card we're going to be doing today. Isn't it pretty? This is from the Note of Nature stamp set, which is very much a vintage looking, old, like I love that kind of stuff. So I used everything out of except for these two, which is just a little note to say hello and thanks for making me smile. I used every other stamp. I use this, let me see. This one here, I did that. If you can see that, isn't that nice? It's got a stitch down the center and the holes, just to give it a different look. And then I use this one there. I use this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. I ended up not liking this one as much because I wanted it cut close to the flower. So as you can see, I fussy cut around it, but you can use that, no problem. And I cut off the buds and put them over here for two of them. There's one there and one there, and the other one is attached to the flower like it's supposed to be. So it just gave more color elsewhere, and not a lot of color, just a hint of color. So that's why I chose that. Now, I got carried away with this. I stamped it because I can't put my head over top and I wanted to get it straight. So then I took my Seal Plus and ran along here, and I put my ribbon on it and it's all on there, and I put the dimensionals on and got it all ready, and it's like, oh, I didn't do it in front of you. So I just thought my Seal Plus, I ran it along the edge, folded the glue back this way, put this ribbon on top of it, which is going to be discontinued. It's called Natural. It's Wavy trim, 1/4 inch natural ribbon. So I'm just starting to use it and it's canceled, discontinued. Oh well, that's life. And then I cut out this out of Lost Lagoon, this one out of Lost Lagoon. There's the flower, and the other two flowers are down here, and hopefully the bud is someplace too. This one I stamped twice. I stamped it with the Granny Apple Green, and then I stamped it with the Lost Lagoon right on top of it. And this I stamped with the Granny Apple Green and colored in with Parakeet Party, and I will show you. I didn't color all the lines in it, but I will show you. And this is this is Granny Apple Green too. So I will get started. And I'm sorry about the ribbon. I was like, are you kidding me? Why did you do that? But I did it. I just get carried away, and I'm working away and not even thinking, and yeah, bam. I've done too much. So this is all I did with the Granny Apple Green Dark. Or no, Parakeet Party Dark, sorry. It's stamped with the Granny Apple Green. They're very much complementary colors. And that just gives it a little bit of a pick-me-up. And the flowers are light and dark bubble bath, dark Daffodil Delight in the center. Whoops. And this is dark bubble bath for the bud and the leaves, stamens, petals, whatever. No, they're not petals. Stem. That's all done in light Lost Lagoon. So I think I have explained everything to you. And we can get, oh, those are supposed to go with those and there because I don't want to get them mixed up. Oh, and this is with the Distressed Tile 3D embossing folder. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. I love that one. The Notes of Nature, and this just goes together. This is Pretty Peacock. This is Lost Lagoon. They are stunning together. I absolutely love this color combination. When Lost Lagoon first came out, I've said this before, I was not that big a fan. Didn't use much. Pretty Peacock too. I did not use it that much. I used it, but not that much. But now I find myself using it a lot more. The Lost Lagoon has become a go-to for green leaves, stems, whatever. It has definitely become a go-to. Used to be old olive all the time, and now I branched out and I do a mixture. But I like the Lost Lagoon and the Granny Apple Green and the Parakeet Party together. I think those are very pretty. So we're gonna put this on. This set has been discontinued to my chagrin because I like the detail like this. This is the first time I've used that. And I just nicely got this and now it's discontinued. Seems to be the story of my life. But, oh well, that's life. I can't do anything about it. But it is a pretty stamp set. And I don't have anything in my stash like that either. So, yep. Tis what it is. Now, I am coming in with my Smoky Slate. And, yeah, I put my card right in front of it. I'm using this one. I gotta turn, I didn't need to do that. Need to do this. I am putting this close to the edge, but I'm going to tear the edge off. So you could have stamped off. I think I did stamp off. Okay, now I'm coming in with this one. There we go. And now I'm going to close this up, but I'm going to rip the edge. I try to go in and out to make it look like it's been very jagged. Do you see that? Nothing's the same. Okay, I think I am going to go at this with my blending brush just along the edges. I didn't do it on my other card, but I think I'm just going to try it on this one and getting it look a little bit older. I could have gone with crumb cake. If you want, try crumb cake. It would look nice too, but I've got this stamped in gray granite, so I thought I would try it with the gray granite. But crumb cake, I always use crumb cake for aging things, or usually always. This time I'm just like that. And put that aside. Now I'm going to see this glues on here. Just like that. Now this, if I can get a hold of it, tweezers, I am going to get out my dimensionals. Whoa, that was not smart. I am going to put that on there. And no, I cannot see it from the other side, so that is good. Now, get my small glue bottle and start gluing this. Wow, that's annoying. The shakiness of it. Every time I touch it with the glue bottle, it was shaking like crazy. It's like, oh, don't like that. It's doing it down here too. Wow. Now I am just going to grab my pokey tool. You could use mini dimensionals on that one. I just happen to have my other ones here, so I use those instead. But it doesn't really matter. Oops. Oh, I know. I cut that off. Whoops. Get yourself out of there. Every night I have to hide my scissors. And I haven't got my scissors out for the day yet. I finished this card yesterday, and I usually wait for Kristen to come home from work, and it lets me know what time it is because I'm down here working away, not paying any attention, and she comes home at 5. Well, yesterday, she didn't come home. All of a sudden, Tay comes in, and it's like, what are you doing here? So I looked at my time, and it's like, oh no, it was after 6. I was not impressed. I hadn't got anything out for supper, and I hadn't started anything. I had nothing in the house. Oh, it's like, this is crazy. I hate when that happens. We don't have a microwave yet. We've been without one for like 3 weeks. Approximately 3 weeks. I don't do well without my microwave. I do so much in my microwave. I cook almost all my vegetables. I do so much. Like, I just do a lot with my microwave. Every time I'm turning around, I'm using it. So I've been learning how to make popcorn on the stove like my grandparents always did. Now they had this wonderful basket that you put the kernels in and you just shook it over the stove and it popped the popcorn. And then you just put your butter on and yeah, it was great. Well, I don't have a basket like that. So I'm doing it in the oil. And you have to be careful at what size of a pot you use. Because if you use too big a pot, then you put too much popcorn in. And if you use too small a pot, then you put less popcorn, but the popcorn starts popping out once it gets done, because it goes up and yeah, it just starts overflowing, and yeah, then you got popcorn everywhere. And if you don't put enough oil in it, you burn the bottom. Oh, I do not like not having my microwave. Oh, I have gotten very spoiled with my microwave, with microwave popcorn, and it just, you push the popcorn button, it does it, and then if you want to put butter on it, you do it afterwards. So it has been an experience. And preparing meals, I seem to be a last minute person. Can't seem to get anything done ahead of time. Like, I should pull my meat out the night before. Well, I never think. I'm usually sitting there and think, oh, I should, after I've just sat down, I should go and get the meat out. Well, then next thing I know, I'm sound asleep. And where did that go? Here. And you can't get the meat out if you are sound asleep. Oh. And once you wake up, you don't want to go outside to the freezer and get the meat out, or downstairs, one or the other. Yeah, it has been a challenging few weeks. When you see this, it'll be after Easter, but I'm still doing the Easter preparations. I've got a few more to go. I have a grandson that absolutely loves his mama's carrot cake. It's the best thing in the world, according to him. And he just, I was talking to Caitlin, I said, well, should we treat him? And he's sitting in the back of the van listening, and he's going, because I said, what should I make for dessert? And he's in the back of the van telling Mommy, tell her carrot cake, tell her carrot cake. And I'm saying, do you think we should surprise or spoil Jacob? And she's going, that's what he's telling me from the back seat. Tell her carrot cake. Tell her carrot cake. So we are having carrot cake, but I have to make the carrot cake still, and the buns, and I'm hoping this year to make some pasta. I haven't made pasta in years, and my kids will absolutely, and well, all of us in our family. The in-laws, I don't know, they've never had it, so I don't know if they will like it or not, but it's mostly for my family that grew up with it. So yeah, I've got that to do, the buns and the carrot cake. So I have to do things, do one thing a day. I can't do more than that with my back and hip and knee. So after I get finished doing this, today is, I'm going to see if I can work on some pasta. And get that in the freezer before Friday when we have our Easter. Yeah, fun times. And carrot cake, that will be tomorrow's job, because it will be fine without, you know, overnight. Well, today's Tuesday. Wednesday, it will be fine for a day extra. I just stick it outside, or I might even stick it in the freezer and then ice it Thursday. And then I'm going to do my buns on Thursday. I was thinking of doing them on Friday, but before we go, but we have to go early because Dave and Caitlin are going to be, we have to leave early, so we got to go early. They've got a hockey game for Wesley, I think it is. So these are not retiring. Rainbow adhesive back dots. But they're not retiring, so yay. Almost every ribbon and so many of the dimensionals, or not dimensionals, but embellishments, so many are gone. Like I have a box, like a container like this, full of ribbons, and almost every one of them is going to be out. But I'm gonna still use them because that's a lot of money to throw out, and hopefully you guys will, I'll give you something to replace them with. I will let you know what you can use instead. I don't want to do it that close. There. I am absolutely loving these sleeves. They're just for a passport sleeve from Avery, and absolutely love what they're doing. Okay, so now I'm taking this and I am using my Granny Apple Green. Whoops. Okay, where did I put the envelope? Okay, I have to get an envelope out. There. I like to do it at the same time because it's, I'm doing the same thing. This is for a dear friend of mine. She is, what is she turning, 84 or 85? She's just a sweet lady. And she is such a, I don't know, she's just wonderful. I love her to pieces. She's a real prayer warrior. And I appreciate that so much. This is the dark Parakeet Party, and I'm going to, whoa, I had not put my paper in there. Good thing I woke up. I usually do it ahead of time, but I didn't do it this time, and I don't know why. No, that won't close. I won't do the inside. I'll do it later because you can see what I'm doing here. I like to do them towards me because then I have the dark, the widest part down, and then I can just get, when I get to the edge, I can lift it up and it's not as wide and as bold. Just try it, you will see what I mean. Just like that. And then this one I'm just doing in circles, outlining it, circle. And then just filling it in. So how's everybody doing? Did you have a good Easter? I'm sure we did. I won't know till Friday, because this is Tuesday, and you'll be seeing this a week from today. I try to do it ahead of time so that I don't push my husband, because that's what I've been doing. I was doing, just constantly making him work on them that day and get them up that day, and I didn't think that was very fair. And then if I was sick, then I would miss getting one up, and then that wasn't fair to you guys. So if I do them up ahead of time, if I get sick, which I did last week, and I didn't do much for a few days, my stomach was just, it was churning constantly. It was, whoa, felt miserable. Like I never got to the point that I was sick to my stomach, throwing up. Everybody else in the family, except for Bill, had already done that. But I didn't feel like that. I just felt my stomach churning and just feeling miserable. So this is Stella, and it's just to give the flowers a little pop. Yep, it's coming down. There we go. So what do you think of my card? If you like this, could you like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel? Just helps me build, get the algorithm out there to build my channel. I'm still 6 people short from my 550, and I know it's not a lot, but it's a lot to me. So thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you spending time with me and taking time out of your busy day to spend it with me. Thanks. Bye now.